Judy, so I read in an article that you had mentioned that in the business it's harder for young girls than boys. Why is that?
Well, my own theory is there are more male writers, and they are always, and there's less boys, so the competition is much, much less than there are. I mean, every little girl wants to be in the business.
That's true.
But boys get into sports, and not as many boys want to do it. And so the competition is much less for little boys. And there are always movies and stories about that coming of age of little boys, that 11, 12, 13 thing. You hardly ever see that about little girls.
That's interesting. That's true. That's something to think about.
And there's so many more girls that you have to try to get started. And the trick to it with children is getting started at a very young age and get those credits, keep training, and get better and better and better, and then you build this wonderful resume and you're kind of the go-to person.
Talking about credits, I know you have a couple kids on series right now. Can you mention some of your kids that are working right now on pilots and shows?
Well, yes. As all the shows started going off the air a few years ago, because I had 25 or 30 series on the air, and then one by one they all were dropping off, I decided,
you must have been making good money. I want to be your daughter for a little while.
I had a wonderful 15 to 20 year run, and then all of a sudden it started dropping.
Well, that's how business is. It's up and down, and just ride the wave.
Well, I decided to find a partner because I thought to build it back up again, it takes a lot of energy. It's 24/7.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for almost 30 years.
Yeah, you're going to partner with Stella Alex, correct?
Stella
She's one of your
Alex.
agents.
So 2 years ago, she had been an agent for about 5 years. 2 years ago, I said, Stella, would you like to be a partner? Would you like to eventually buy me out? And she, because I could tell she was just a wonderful agent. And she loved it, and she was on the phone pitching, 24/7.
Wow.
The phone never leaves her ear.
Oh, I know. I know. I've
seen
it firsthand.
The phone never leaves her ear. So I said, I'm getting too old to do that all the time. And I never have a chance to go out on the sets and visit people. And so since she's been there, we've gotten 7 new series. And I've been able to go out and package a show, which I didn't even know a little agency could do. But by going out and meeting producers and directors and finding out you can do that.
And what talent do you have?
Well, I'll tell you right now because I can't remember.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have Shailene Woodley on The Secret Life of the American Teenager. I've had Shailene since she was 7. And she has been trained. I was the first agent to start getting children trained. Because when my children worked, they said, leave them alone, leave them natural. And I thought, there's something wrong with this. All the adult agents, all the adult talent that we worked with, all were in training. George C. Scott, my son did a movie with him when George was in his 60s, and he told me that when he wasn't in New York on the stage, and when he wasn't doing a movie, he was back in class.
It's very important for actors to know, yeah.
I started making, like a little survey, and every one of them had fabulous training. So I finally found a teacher that I thought was the best for kids, and I started sending them there. Every one of my kids then got known for having training. So we also have a girl that I've had since she was 4. Her name's Ayla Kell, and she's on Make It or Break It, which this year, Secret Life has been the #1 for 2 years now on the Family Channel, ABC Family. Make It or Break It got higher ratings than Secret Life this last week. We've got a little boy that's going to be on the new Ray Romano show. And we've got Clark Duke, who's on Geek. And Ryan Malgarini, who I've had since he was 4, and he's 16 on Gary Unmarried. And then a new little boy, or not a new little boy, he's about 8, on the new Kelsey Grammer show called The Priors.
Now on that point, when you're going to find talent, when you're going to find kids, what kind of resources do you use? Because we have a lot of actors that watch the site, not only adults but also kids, parents that might be watching the show. Should be watching the show. I hope they're watching the show.
I hope so.
Well, of course, I hope so, right? They would be interested in knowing what resources they have to be able to find an agent. What do you guys look for? Do you take mailing submissions?
We take mail-in submissions. However, I have to say, in the beginning, that was the only way. But as we've grown in reputation through the years, we get submissions from our clients. We get submissions from acting teachers. We get submissions from bigger agencies who don't take children, and they say, go to the Savage Agency.
Oh, interesting.
All of us take turns going to showcases. When the actors do their the acting teachers do their little showcases at the end of their maybe 10 weeks, 12 weeks. We try to go to those. We try to go to any theater that has young people in it.